Welcome. Let's talk about how to debug Java libraries in Mule application. On this slide, I have mentioned all the steps that we would need to make it happen. The tools which we need for this purpose, IntelliJ, and you can have Community Edition, and obviously Anypoint Studio. And you would need any client if your Mule application is a web API. First thing is you need a source code for your Java library, and you will open that in IntelliJ. So once you have Java source code, Java project opened in IntelliJ, we will take these steps. Like we will edit the configuration and we will add remote JVM debug. And it would be nice if you can change it to Java JDK 8 because Anypoint Studio is still using 1.8. And then this will give you a command, and we need that command in Anypoint Studio. So we'll copy the command from here and we will apply that command to our Mule app run configuration under arguments tab. And that's all we need to set up the environment. So now we will run Mule app, and once Mule app is running, we can like the Mule app will be running in normal mode, not in debug mode. But once Mule app is in running state, we can run IntelliJ in debug mode. And after that we can initiate a call, and we will see that our IntelliJ will receive a hit on applied breakpoints. Okay, so that's the talking part, and let's move to the demo piece, and let's go to Anypoint Studio. So I have this simple Mule application, and all this application is doing, it's logging to Splunk. And I made a change in Splunk to generate the error. So I have two loggers, and these two loggers will try to log to Splunk. And here is a library, Splunk library that we are using. And this library is throwing an error. So I downloaded source code for this library, and I have that code open in IntelliJ. Let's go to IntelliJ. So here is the code, and here is the class HTTP event collector sender. So here it's a post event async, so middleware posts an event to Splunk, and then it waits for the response as this is happening in async fashion. So once we receive the response, here we can figure out whether we got 200 success code or something went wrong, and we have applied a breakpoint at this spot. So now once we are set with this thing, let's go to run, edit configuration, and I have it added already, but let me do this. Let me delete it, and let's apply this, and I will open it again just to show you how it will look like. So edit configuration. So there is no remote debugging configuration already here, so let's add one. So this is remote JVM debug, and let's call it debug, and we can leave the port to default. JDK has to be JDK 8. I'm not sure whether JDK 9 will work or not, but that's what I'm using at least here. So let's copy this command. That's the command we need in Anypoint Studio. Let's apply it and let's make it okay. And our next step is in our Mule app run configuration, and we will go under arguments. Let's apply that command in here. So apply it, and let's run uh, the Mule app. So while Mule app uh, is running, it might take a minute. So that the client which I will use to make a call to Mule API, that will be this client. I'm using Perl. So it's a simple endpoint exposed on 8081 in my Mule app, and it's a HTTP endpoint. So that's the this will play the role of a client or a consumer. So let's see if Mule app is running. So Mule app deployed successfully, and now we ran Mule app. We are not running it in debug mode. Let's go to IntelliJ, and let's do this. Let's run the IntelliJ in debug mode. So let's debug it, and you'll see here it's connected. Now we can go to our client, and let's make this call, and let's go to IntelliJ and see if we receive the hit. So we received the hit, and it says status code is 400, and reply messages data channel is missing. So data channel is missing, that is the error we got. So let's stop it here, and we know what's the issue, and let's go to Splunk, and let's try to fix this error. So in Splunk, in edit configuration, if we make this change, enable indexer acknowledgement unchecked, this will fix the error. So now we applied the fix. Let's go back to IntelliJ, and let's check if Anypoint Studio is still running. Anypoint Studio is still running. Let's go to IntelliJ and run the debugger, and let's run the debugger. It says connected to VM, and let's go to client, initiate the call one more time, and let's wait in IntelliJ to see if we have received the hit. Okay, we got the hit, and now it says status code 200, and reply response is empty. So it is successful. So this is fixed. So that was our goal to make this thing happen, and we did it successfully. I hope this will help. Thank you very much for watching.